Hello and welcome back. Recently, I did an interview for an upcoming volume of the FedEx ShipSource magazine, which is published every quarter for all FedEx authorized ship centers across the US. They asked me many common questions that have been asked before pertaining to our industry and social media. However, my responses can be applied to any small business that is engaged in retail and is working to gain a larger client base through social media. For this next segment of Get Smart with Fahim, I have decided to share my answers to those interview questions with you so that you can gain a better understanding of social and hopefully apply some of these tips to your businesses. One more thing to note. If you haven't seen my video, the first one, which launched in April of this year at the MBC Veterans Retreat in Hawaii, just go to YouTube and type in Get Smart with Fahim, and it should pull up. After watching that video and going through the answers for common social media questions in this video, if you still have unanswered questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Just type in your questions below in the comment section, and I'll try to respond as quickly as possible. I'm also planning on collecting a group of questions to answer them in detail in my next segment, so please enjoy and be patient. #JustSayin'. So let's dive in. Number one, what type of social media do you use to promote your store? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. I use an active blog, which many people don't realize is the first form of social media, one that started Web 2.0 revolution back in 2004. I use Facebook. My personal profile is an extension of my brand and helps drive traffic to my company Facebook page. I use Twitter, LinkedIn, also with a company page and personal profile. I use Pinterest for motivational quotes and weekly inspirations, Snapchat to reach 18 to 34-year-olds, YouTube, obviously, for posting tutorials about social media and about packing and shipping, Google Plus for SEO. I use Yelp because I have to. It's very, very important for local search marketing, and SMS/text marketing to advertise less and inform more about our new services, our new upgrades, and the holiday hours and closures. Number two, how often do you post? I post at least twice a week on Facebook, once per weekday on Twitter. My personal Facebook profile is directly connected to my Twitter account, by the way, and on Snapchat. And then at least once a week on all the other networks. Consistency is key, my friends. I just want to mention the CAGE method here, CAGE, stands for consistency, authenticity, generosity, and excellence. #exude excellence. Wash, rinse, repeat. I went to a very good restaurant recently and tried to post a review on their Facebook page and saw that their last post was from 18 months ago. They're not realizing that they're losing so much business by not being consistent with their posts. I also use my blog to post about latest happenings with our store and our community. Number three, how did you build your audience on each platform? By being authentic, generous, positive, and coming across as always being a learner. On my personal Facebook profile, I never post anything negative, political, or derogatory. That habit has translated into my brand, #FahimFix, and also into my reputation. So, when I go from one social media platform to the next, I automatically get followers because they know and like my style. I am huge on motivation and inspiration. Really, really big. We have a wall in our store dedicated to weekly positive quotes. Using chalk on chalkboard paint, we change the quotes every week on Wednesdays and then post them to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts using the #WednesdayWisdom. I also encourage clients in the store to post selfies taken against this wall to their own social media accounts and tag our store, the Island Ship Center. This process has been a largely successful one in getting the younger crowd interested in coming to my store, just out of curiosity to see the selfie wall or the wisdom wall. 4, what type of content do your customers respond strongly to? Text, pictures, videos, etc. Pictures and videos are huge, my friends. If you're not using them, you should. I'm going to say that again. Pictures and videos are huge. It's all about the visual. It's 2016, people. Instagram made $1 billion in the first 500 days because of its completely visual nature. And then it was set up and bought by Facebook. And now they're growing the ads platform. It's huge. If you haven't gotten on it, get on it right now. And store owners in our industry can relate to the importance of transferring visual signs onto social media sites. For example, many of us know the "We Sell Boxes" sign in our industry. We have one outside our store, which is familiar to many other store owners. It's familiar to many customers as well. It's in the shape of 3 box sizes with the verbiage, "We sell boxes." We were able to sell more boxes as a result of getting this sign placed outside our store. Similarly, posting short videos of packaging jobs on Facebook and Instagram gets a lot of fans and followers interested in what we do. Remember, it's social media, not solicitation media. I'm going to say that again, and I want to say it over and over again until it resonates. I talk about this in my blog posts. I talk about this in my presentations. It's social media for a reason, people, not solicitation media. So please, please, please be social. Engage with other people. Develop relationships. Don't try to sell, sell, sell. That's the biggest hurdle facing long-term store owners who are trying to get into social media. Changing that mindset. This platform, any social media site, is not transactional in nature. I'll say that again. Any social media site is not transactional in nature. Rather, it's all about building and strengthening relationships, which in turn will translate into more business in the long run. It's actually more business in the long term, but in the short term, it's all about giving value, information, providing expertise, loving what we do, putting passion into it. Snapchat. Let's talk about Snapchat just a little bit. Snapchat users are watching 10 billion videos a day, and there are 100 million users of Snapchat now. So that's a lot of videos per user. Keep in mind that each video is only 9 seconds in length, but Snapchat cannot be ignored as a platform for business any longer. Brands like CNN, Lowe's, and JetBlue have all gotten on the Snapchat bandwagon. It's time for you to start as well. Oh, and by the way, 41% of 18 to 34-year-olds in the US are on Snapchat. Still wondering how to reach them? Hashtag just saying. Facebook Live. Facebook Live is also a robust platform and one that Facebook uses to compete with Snapchat. If you post a Facebook Live video, it does get saved in your Facebook feed for others to view at a later date. Plus, the length can be up to an hour long now. If you post a Facebook Live video, Facebook gives it viewing preference over other forms of info in your feed, including pics and links. So it's a valuable asset to use when you have real-time content to share. Number 5. And what topics do customers respond strongly to? Sales, community events, store news, etc. Remember, once again, hashtag Fahim Fix, like a broken record. I repeat, it's social media for a reason. Keep it social. I rarely sell anything through social media channels, except when I'm promoting other small businesses through my channels, thereby building trust and credibility for myself. And yet, I get a lot of new clients through social media. Provide value and build trust, period. So, I post about community events, store sponsorships, and upgrades to our expanding list of services, like shredding, freight shipments, and private mailboxes. 6, do you use any tools to schedule your posts, like Hootsuite, Facebook scheduling, TweetDeck, etc.? I use Facebook scheduling for my Monday motivational posts. Mostly, however, I just post in real time. I am, though, slowly switching to buffer.com for all my scheduling needs, because I'm getting busier and busier with my social media posting. Buffer rivals Hootsuite in its robust platform, but it's more affordable at $9 a month. They also have a free trial for all you store owners wanting to have a hashtag try before you buy. I would recommend buffer.com to other store owners. You can try it free for 14 days before buying. Please note, however, that you cannot rely on just scheduling. And I'm going to say that again. This is really, really important. People know mostly when you're scheduling. So scheduling is there as a complementary tool, and it's not there to be substituted for your real-time authenticity on social media. Real-time posting resonates with your followers and fans. They can interact with you properly and truly be social, and that is what social media is all about. Two-way interaction through a screen. Number 7, give me a description of a social media campaign or initiative you were most proud of, like a holiday promotion or a fundraising event. I'm really excited about this one. Can you tell? On April 5th of this year, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary in business as Island Ship Center. We also completed our large store renovation in the front and built a warehouse space, 1,500 plus square feet in the back, with a private 24-hour mailbox facility and business center with keyless entry in the side of our building, a Herculean task to say the least, one which I don't recommend to anyone to do all at once. What the heck was I thinking? Anyway, we used the Facebook event scheduler to post the event in early February. Then my wife, staff, and I began to post updates to the event, called the 10-year anniversary grand reopening and ribbon cutting for Island Ship Center. The Chamber of Commerce here on the island gladly accepted our invite for the ribbon cutting, and so did the local news outlets. We posted many pics and videos of the renovation for 2 months leading up to this event. And in order to gain interest, we kept on doing it. Every week, consistency is key. We also made sure to provide refreshments for everyone at the event. The event took place at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday in April, one day after it snowed. We live in Buffalo, people, and that is normal here. LOL. It was cold on the day of the event, and our heating system was not installed in the warehouse yet. We expected about 65 people. But on that day, because it had snowed the day before, we were scared only 25 would show up because the weather and other circumstances, midday, weekday, etc. We were elated to find out that over 200 people came out that day to help us celebrate our anniversary and truly make that day special and forever memorable. 80% of the promotion was driven directly through social media. What's more, people who were not there during that time or missed the event for some other reason came by days, weeks, and months after the event to congratulate us and let us know that they saw the videos and pics on social media sites. That was very refreshing. Even today, every week I get people coming in and referencing that event. It was awesome and truly a proof of the power of social media when done right. #gratitude. #community. Number 8, in terms of sales, customer engagement, or loyalty, what parts of your business has seen the most benefit from social media? Sales, customer engagement, and loyalty. For me, all 3 have seen an increase in my business as a result of social media presence. Once again, I need to stress the importance of being authentic, generous, and social, not transaction-based or solicitation-based. It's all about the relationship, people. I'm going to say that again. It's all about the relationship and connecting with others through the social and human interactions so that when they come to your store, they should know how you are, mostly through your posts. #be yourself, both online and offline. Oh, and by the way, I do talk in hashtags sometimes in my store as well. #just saying. You are the best version of yourself, so let that shine through in your social media platforms as well. Be yourself. You know why? Because everyone else is taken. Number 9, what do you think the benefits of social media are for store owners? I love this quote from Gary Vaynerchuk. Whether you like it or not, every person is now a media company, end quote. The tools are free, easy, and everywhere. So, store owners cannot afford to shy away any longer from social media. They either post themselves or hire someone to post for them. It's that important. And I hope that Bud is listening to this. Bud, I love you like a brother from another mother. And I just have to point this out. He was watching this video before the first one that came out, and he contacted me and he said, you know what, Fahim, I don't think social media is for me in terms of doing it myself, but I know it's important for my store, so I'm going to have my daughter, who is a millennial, do it. And I told him, I said, Bud, that is what social media is all about. That's what my video and tutorials are all about. Having that self-awareness, knowing that, you know what, This is an important platform. It's essential to your business and your bottom line. You cannot afford to ignore it. So if you know that you can't make time for it, you know what? Spend the budget. Hire someone. Pick a college student. Go through the grind, okay? Make the effort, but don't ignore it. It's that important. Hire someone else to do it. Find a family member. Find a college student. Don't leave it off any longer, please. Stop spending a lot of money on TV and radio ads and use that money to hire a college kid who is social media savvy, and you'll thank me sooner rather than later. They should also engage with their clients and let these clients know about the store's various social media platforms and engagement. For example, our selfie wall. Use the customers, use the people you hire for social media, use yourself for these promotions. Promote these services, promote the value, promote the information, okay? But don't directly sell. Does that make sense? Stores will not be able to attract younger crowds without social media presence or engagement. This is my prediction for very soon, so please get on it. Number 10, what practical advice do you have for small business owners that are just getting started in social media? Once again, be authentic, be social, be consistent, be a constant learner. Be authentic, be social, be consistent, be a constant learner. Remember the CAGE formula. Consistency, authenticity, generosity, and excellence. Wash, rinse, and repeat, my friends. Provide valuable information and expertise to others, and at the same time, put into practice what you learn yourself. Others, in turn, will see you growing and gravitate towards you for more inspiration and information. It's not going to be perfect the first time. It may not be perfect the 10th time, but you've got to continue to go step by step so that you grow step by step. The internet is best used for providing useful information or for solving a problem, fulfilling a need through DIY advice, do it yourself. If store owners can fulfill one of these needs, then they will continue to grow offline as well. For example, I posted a detailed description of one of our recent packaging jobs on my blog. My wife packed and shipped an original lava lamp from the 70s for our client, whose daughter lived in California. It was a tricky packaging job, to say the least. Another client read the blog post and asked about the packing method. She had recently sold a similar lava lamp on eBay and wanted more advice. I kindly told her to reference the blog post and then to come into our store and use our professional packaging services to get the job done. A lot of store owners feel that if they give away professional secrets, then no one will come to them. I disagree wholeheartedly and have an entirely successful business model to prove my point. I'm not saying give away the entire farm, but give away enough information to entice people to come to you for the rest. And then you charge them for the professionalism and you charge them for your expertise. Share enough of that information so that people recognize you as an expert. Share enough of that information so that people recognize you as an expert in the industry and then turn to you when they face a problem related to your industry. This resonates, so now we do the same thing on social media. Does that make sense? Another piece of advice. Ego is the enemy. Great new book by Ryan Holiday, by the way. But really, it is the enemy. Humble yourself. Humble yourself to learn from those experts who are younger than you. And I know it takes a while, but once you do that, once you find these college kids and these high school kids who are doing it right, and you start asking them questions, they're so willing to engage with you. My teacher, Zach from Rochester, is 17, and he's an Instagram guru. I asked him for professional advice in order to grow my Instagram organic reach. He's got over 10,000 followers on Instagram, and he did it in 4 weeks, and he did it organically and authentically. Ask the younger customers who come into your stores how socially connected they are, and seek advice from them. You'd be surprised at how willing they are to help. Here's a practical solution for Google Small Business. Create a 360-degree tour of your business using a professional Google certified photographer. He'll come to your store and create a visually appealing panoramic video of your store and a panoramic picture, and you can post on social media that video, that picture, and one which will be visible to anyone who searches your store on Google. It's only $300 to $500. It's a one-time fee and totally worth it. Check out Jeff Ballantyne's Parcel Room in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, who's a guru for all of us, I know, for a really good example of how this tour works. You can search Parcel Room in Google and click on the link that says See Inside. Here's the link to get started with your own process. If you click on this link, it'll help you get started to do your own 360 tour with Google. For Facebook advice, I would recommend, of course, as I always do, the queen of Facebook, Miss Mari Smith at marismith.com. That's MARISMITH.com. For Snapchat, you can follow Carlos Gill at the Carlos Gill. For Instagram, I recommend Founder Magazine, started by young Australian Nathan Chan. He's at Founder Magazine, which is spelled FOUNDR Magazine. And for all other social media advice, I would recommend socialmediaexaminer.com. It's an awesome site, and I love their tagline, social media, it's a jungle out there. We help you navigate. Number 11. What do you think are the biggest hesitations that ship center owners and small business owners in general have regarding social media? Please, just do it. Perfection is the enemy of progress and profitability. That's the title of one of my AMBC blog posts too. Not taking action on what you learn is the biggest drawback to growth. I also think store owners feel overwhelmed, and so they don't know where to start. Some of them also feel too old and out of touch. Not true, I say. I would request them to take it step by step. Begin with one network and then continue on to others. But whatever you do, please don't stand still. 9 years ago, Apple launched the first iPhone with the slogan, "This is only the beginning." Since then, there have been more than 8 new updates or versions, including the S and the C series, and the strive for excellence continues. Was the first version perfect? By all means, it was not. Yet, they launched it, and the smartphone became a game changer in the mobile world. If Apple had waited to perfect the iPhone, it would not be in the forefront of the smartphone industry today. People are looking at your Google, Facebook, and Yelp profiles, whether you like it or not. At least make sure those are up to date in terms of recent store pictures, correct hours, phone numbers, addresses, etc. Number 12. So what's hot now? What's the next biggest thing? What's going on? What's up in the industry? What's the latest secret? Well, all the gurus that I follow, everything is pointing to live video and Snapchat for business. Facebook Live, Snapchat for business. Did I mention Facebook Live and Snapchat for business? This is where everything's going. Get used to it. Start doing live videos at business networking conferences, even for 30, 40 seconds. If you don't like to be on video, start promoting others and others' businesses. Like I do a monthly GI Chamber networking group, and we try to promote all the local businesses in our area. And in that way, we go live for about 5 or 6 minutes, and for 30 seconds, each business owner gives a presentation of his or her business and talks about it, and it's a great way to promote community and community businesses. So this is another tip. What's your secret, people tell me? Well, don't be married to one network, okay? Don't get used to it. Just because Facebook is hot now doesn't mean it's going to be tomorrow. It's probably going to be tomorrow, but you get what I'm saying. Snapchat is hot now. It may not be next year. So you know what? Look for the next trend. Follow the links that I gave in this video and see where the people in the industry who are successful are going. Be ready for a change. Social media is consistently evolving. It's constantly changing. Be flexible to that. And actually, that is a mindset. That's something that we have to establish as store owners. We have to change our mindset. I know that we like, this is making money, so let's stick with it. But in social media, what's the next best thing? Live video is really hot, but guess what? Virtual and augmented reality are just around the corner. For example, Pokemon Go. There's one. Just kidding. Oculus Rift, have you tried on those glasses? Have you tried on, they were $600 and then Samsung came on with these Galaxy glasses. I tried them on and you can go to Barcelona and you can dance with the those dancers and you can have running with the bulls, it's absolutely awesome. Just make sure that you're holding something, otherwise you will trip. But these are the things this is where social media is headed. This is based on the Facebook conference that happened in April of this year. Finally, I want to end with my mission statement, okay? This is what I live for. You have to find your mission statement, you have to put it on your wall, you have to live by it. And when you live your message, it'll resonate with people. My mission statement is to inspire, motivate, uplift, and rejuvenate, to make the mundane extraordinary by providing an unforgettable experience in my spa of shipping, known as the Island Ship Center. How can I serve you today? Part of that inspiration and motivation occurs in providing a fix to people, a fix of positivity and encouragement. Combined with my first name, I now call it #Fahim Fix. My clients come to my store for their weekly Fahim Fix, not just to ship, fax, pack, or copy. They come for their inspiration, they come for their motivation. Some people come to tell me their problems, and I just listen, and I empathize, and I keep quiet. I know it's hard to believe, but I do listen and keep quiet. Richard Branson has said repeatedly, if you aren't making a difference in other people's lives, you shouldn't be in business. It's that simple. Like I mentioned before, if you have any more questions that have not been answered yet, please post them in the comments below. Alternatively, you can text me at 716-775-2585. That's 716-775-2585. Or email me at fahim@ambc.org. That's FAHIM@ambc.org. As always, thank you for your attention and trust. And make sure to be epic and exude excellence wherever you go. #Fahim Fix, #Spa of Shipping, #Exude Excellence. Thank you.